So good morning. Welcome to this coverage where we are trying to make our way to Chimanimani and assess the situation that side. Unfortunately, on our way, we have had to encounter a lot of hiccups. At first, we saw a bridge just about 3 kilometers away from the main highway, the Mashunga highway, that's totally collapsed. And we managed to navigate our way. However, another bridge is just like this, as you're seeing, which makes it very impossible for us to continue with our journey, which means now this is probably the end of our journey. This is in Tambara area along the Chimanimani road. It is about 70-something k's away from Chimanimani, and we totally cannot walk that side. It's very impossible. It's a sad situation. We would not lie. It's a very sad situation. This bridge connects this area to, it's just heartbreaking. If you look closely, there are people, mainly school children, who are across the bridge rather. They've got a school this side where we are, but they cannot pass through because there is an extensive damage to this bridge. I'll just try to give another. Yeah, so this is it. We cannot go anywhere. It's just as bad as this. This is where the road ends, and from here you cannot go anywhere. So if you look closely, this is sand. This is sand from this area, but then that's tarred road. So all this thick layer, if you can check from here down there, it's all sand. It's all sand. Let me try to cross this one. Oh yeah. So it's like the whole community has been cut off in two, and no one is able to do anything. No car is passing through. No food aid can come to this area because of how bad it is. I'm just trying to show you this area. Yeah, you can see where the tarred road ends. And this is how harsh the river is. This is Umbumbumbu River on your way to Chimanimani. And as long as there's no bridge here, people cannot cross the other side. And food aid cannot go by road to Chimanimani. That's as far as we can go. I wanted to bring some guys who can talk to us, but then it seems as if they can't. I'll try to show you this side as well. Alright, I'm trying to show you every angle that we can. So if you look across that road, those are the people that cannot pass through the other side. See? This is how bad it is. We tried to bring you the other footage from the other bridge, but then we couldn't because of network. So the people here are saying they don't have electricity, they don't have anything. And in this river, it is said that one person drowned while he's trying to cross it after he had helped someone to cross the river. So unfortunately, he lost his life while he's trying to help people. May his soul rest in peace. So this is how bad the situation is as you are trying to navigate your way through to Chimanimani. I cannot risk here. It's not safe. It's not safe, so I'll not try this one. Yeah, but we're just trying to show you the severity of the damage that was done by Cyclone Idai. This is how bad the situation is. I'll try as well to get closer to where this thing happened. So this is all the debris that was left. This is all that's left. So no life, there's nothing. So I'll try to get close, and then we can see the school kids who are unable to cross this side where there's a school. So they've been missing school for the past 2-3 since Friday rather. Okay. So this is the edge of the river, right? This is where we are, and that group of people there that you're seeing across the road, those are school children. They cannot cross to this side. They cannot do anything, and we cannot go to them. And food aids cannot cross to them by road. So the only alternative to cross to this side would be via air, of which the weather has been unforgiving. It's been very misty and foggy. If I can zoom in, you can see that side. There's a lot of fog and a lot of mist, and people can, choppers, yes, we hear choppers have been trying to cross to come to this side, but then it seems as if the weather has been very, very harsh. Yeah. Tavan Sivande, no, we haven't seen any helicopter. And just to give you what the locals here have been saying, they say that there was a chopper yesterday from the ZNA, Zambia National Army, one chopper for that matter, but it did not help anyone. It did not carry any people. They said that the conditions were not conducive for them to carry on the operation because it was very foggy, it was very misty, so they couldn't do anything. So they ended up going back. So we are hoping that maybe today, you know, with the weather clearing up, with a bit of visibility, we hope that there can be something that can be done. We are certainly hoping that something can be done, or else it's going to be worse. So as of now, I think we have had about 80 deaths, confirmed deaths, which is very, very sad. And if it continues like this, definitely we're going to see more and more deaths in the coming few hours and days. So our appeal probably would be for the army, especially today when the weather is a bit better, to come through and help, because the people here are suffering. They are suffering. So this is the debris, and as you can see, oh God, as you can see, it's a very angry river. It's very, very angry river, very, very harsh. Let me try to get close. This is the bed of the river. So as long as this bridge stays like this, then the people here will be cut off. So we certainly hope help is going to come as soon as possible, so that the people can at least have something. We have had the media, yes, the guys, international media is here, but then it's not, we cannot do anything. We cannot go anywhere as long as it's like this. This is how bad it is. We cannot do anything. Yes, the media is here, is trying to cover, but we can go as far as this. This is as far as we can go. This is as far as we can go. We cannot do anything more, or we cannot go anywhere further than this. However, if we find another alternative, we would try to make sure that we cross and go to the other side. But for now, we cannot give you anything other than what we've given you so far. John Yon, yes, it's raining, but not as bad as it was yesterday. It's a bit okay. It's a bit okay. It's better than yesterday, definitely. That's what we can tell you. Ephraim, what the people said here is that there was one chopper which came yesterday around about 4, but then it only went as far as Chimandarumi area. That's where they went. They could not get to this side because of the mist and the fog. So yeah, that's how terrible it is. School children are waving at us. I'm sure their wish is to go back to school. It's a Monday. They're supposed to be in school, but then they're hauled up by the bridge. They cannot do anything. They are in their school uniform. Yeah. They are in their school uniforms. It's very sad. It's very sad. Very sad. Lynette, we are by Umvumbumbu River in Mtambara area. That's where we are. So this is the bridge. No, Hero not here, ZBC is not here. There are the school children. Some in umbrellas, some in raincoat, some don't even have anything. Some are trying to cross, but then it's very dangerous what they're trying to do. It's very dangerous. You can see them. They're very close to the river. They're trying to find a way to cross, which is very, very dangerous. Okay, these are some of the locals. Oh, they're actually calling the guys from across the river to cross the river, which is very bad. Sha, Deb, pano crossega rapa sha. Pano crossega.
Ba crossega.
Komruda izavanu one.
Kuto taura ne my friends and don't friend of my candidate.
Okay.
Saka ngatumboyo muone bridge ready raka.
Saka chikoro chiri papi kubva panapa?
Chikoro apatane about 800 meters.
Chiri kupi?
Chiri uku.
Saka vanhu havakwanisi kubva kuno kuvachienda uko?
Havakwanisi kubva kuno kuchienda uko.
Chinonzi chi chikoro?
Nedzo high school.
All right. Iwo unodzidza ipapo?
Ndove nodzidza 4.
All right. Ko munhu akaitira kucross apa?
Customers akawanda kusvika
kutanga wakabidze munhu.
Ose makastoma
akudzoka futi
handisi kukwanisa kusvika
kutochibira yeye nebuni.
Chelobel. Kuti marodi haasi
asati aoneka.
business rangu ezekambani rafektika zvakanyanya nenyaya yecyclone.
Pane mazuva mangani pakadai?
Apa
remamutare munyika yeZimbabwe.
Tanga Thursday. Yeah.
Saka muri kurarama sei kubva musetezi? Muri kuita sei?
Kubva musetezi ka. Vanhu vanogara uku ka havana pekugara futi havana chikafu. Saka ari kutobatsirwa nevanhu vari mumisheni.
Vari kuita sei? Vari kubatsirwa sei? Chiri kucrossa sei chikafu?
Vanogara uku ndo vari kunoku kumhiri kunoku. Vana vari uku uye futi maroja haachakwanisiba kuti auye kuendeni kune dzimba dzawo.
Okay.
Saka ana chikafu dai zizi maroja kutataura zvizvire.
All right. Aiwa, thank you guys. But please say msa cross kuenda kumira nditi? And msadaidza vanhu kuti vauye kuno kwanditi?
Yeah.
Okay, so these are the boys in the area. Well, they're just giving us an update of what's been happening. So they're saying food aid cannot cross, people cannot cross, you know, like I was saying earlier on, which is a very bad situation. And people are going to starve to death if it continues like this, which is very bad. Unless there is help through the army, through the Air Force, there's not going to be any help via the road because of the destruction of the bridges. So we are told that from the Masvingo Highway up until Chimanimani, there are about more than 10 bridges which were destroyed. Fortunately, there's one that we crossed which is still standing. We hope it can still stand until, you know, if we do, so that at least people can get to this side. So yeah, that's how it is. We'll try to give you more information as and when we get it. We're trying to get into the communities, which is also a very difficult thing to do because the roads are not permissible. There's a lot of mud. There's a lot of, you know, rain. So we can't do anything. So this is the bed of the river. It's silent, but as you go across, as you follow the river channel, you see that it gets very, very harsh. So we appeal for assistance, and we'll try to keep you updated on each and every situation on this Cyclone Idai. But for now, we will try to find a way to another place where we can talk to villagers and find out how they're living. So keep on logged to 263 Chat, and we'll give you more of what will be happening here in the Manicaland province.
Ose makastoma kuzvimbo hamisi kukwanisa kusvika ukoko nechingwa chelovel zvechikonzero chekuti marodhi haasi kufambika. Saka bhizinesi rangu ezekambani rafektika zvakanyanya nenyaya yecyclone iri kuitika muguta remutare munyika yeZimbabwe.
So good morning. Welcome to this coverage where we are trying to make our way to Chimanimani and assess the situation that side. Unfortunately, on our
tine macustomers akawanda kusvika